Hey everybody, Matt Dickens here with AI to Exit, and rather than showing you how to build an agent today, I'm going to show you a concept that I think is super important and could change the way that you use AI in 2026. And that is the idea of what does it mean to tell the agent when it needs to be done, aka what does it mean when you cast vision to the agent for what it needs to create. And to do that, I'm going to walk you through a little presentation that I put together. So, why is it important that the AI knows what done means? And it really leads to three things. First of all, the results that you get are just going to be better. The clearer you can prompt and the clearer you can say, this is exactly what I want you to do, the faster you're going to get. And that really leads to the second point, which it eliminates revision loops. So every single time you send a response or you send a message to the model, that's going to cost you something. Either it's going to deplete your free tier, or if you have a bigger license, it may just cost you something per usage. But either way, it's going to cost you something. So if we can reduce the number of times we go back and forth with the model, our costs go down, we get to results faster, and we'll now have consistent quality because we can share that more detailed prompt with our coworkers, with our admin, with our VA, and get results consistently, not just for us, but for the team that we work with as well. So what do I mean by done? Well, a vague prompt might sound like create a marketing email for my real estate listings. You may know what you think that means. Your team may know what you think they means, but the AI has no context unless you give it to it. So what do you need to do? Well, you need to define the format of what you want. You need to set the quality standards. You need to list the required elements, and you need to establish exactly what success looks like. So here's a slightly better version. Create a 150-word marketing email. Here's the specific property. Here's who it's for, 3 property features, a compelling subject line, under 50 characters with a clear call to action using a professional yet warm tone. You can already begin to tell how much better of a response you're going to get because now it knows exactly what kind of marketing email you want. And here are some other examples that could be really applicable if you're in the real estate space, but provide generalized guidance as well. If I'm writing a property description, I think we've all seen something on Zillow that was very clearly AI written. And I don't want to say that you shouldn't do that, but there are much better ways to do that to make it sound natural. So for example, you could tell it, hey, make sure that you sound natural. You could give it an example in the prompt of previous ones that you've written so that it sounds like your voice. And here's an even more specific. So create 200 word. Here's the specific address. So now it knows what and where. Here's the target buyers. They're 45 to 65. Optimized for certain keywords. Includes emotional language and lifestyle, about lifestyle and entertaining, and end with a price range and a call to action. You can begin to see how you're going to get a much better result. Or social media content, rather than just saying create an Instagram post about this property. Well, what do you want in that Instagram post? I want it to be under 150 words. I want to include 3 location and lifestyle hashtags. I want to have a property feature highlight. And I would really even specifically tell it what's that property feature highlight so it knows exactly what you want to double down into. And the third example that you can see here is the property underwriting. I think this is really key. A lot of people don't trust AI to underwrite properties, and I totally get that. I wouldn't put money on the line if I hadn't underwritten it myself. However, for a first pass, it can be really powerful if you know how to tell it what done means. And done includes, hey, make sure you include operating expenses. Here's my specific debt agreements and how that matters to the underwriting. Make sure you reserve for CapEx. Make sure you have expected rental rates. And here is how to find those rentals. I want it within 2 miles of the subject property location. I want to make sure that I get it in Excel format so that I can go in and make any tweaks or updates I want to at the end. Now you're going to get a much better result right out of the gate that you can either go and use or you can have it edit further itself. So, how do you take action on this today? Well, I think you can do 3 things. First, before you open up an AI agent this week or in the coming week ahead, stop, put the agent away, and for 15 minutes, just think through what does done look like in the project I'm looking at? Whether that's a property description, whether that's a memo to the team, what do you actually want it to say? And write all that down in as much detail as you can. Next, take that detailed writing, now put that into the prompt, and begin to see how much better of a result you can get. It may not be perfect. You might need to refine it, but you're going to get a much better output than you would have had you just gone into conversation mode and given it 1 or 2 sentences to start out with. And finally, once that gets into a place that you want, package that up, put it into a Word document or a text file and share that with your team. Now, not only you, but your entire team can begin building content with AI that looks consistent, it's on brand, and matches exactly what you would want it to be. Thanks so much for watching today. Thanks for coming in and trusting us with your time. Like I said, my name is Matt Dickens. This is AI to Exit. We help small businesses learn how to use AI better so that they can get that disproportionate leverage. If you're interested in more material like that, I'd love for you to subscribe and leave a comment in the channel about a prompt that you put together and how that worked out. Thanks so much.